Hello, in this demonstration I will be going over the calculation for inpatient bed occupancy rate or percentage of occupancy. Um, this can be done for entire hospitals, units, a few different ways you can use it for, and also for different periods of time. For this, I'm going to use a couple different units, and for the month of June, so I'm using neonatal intensive care, pediatric, post-critical care, and rehabilitation. The other information you need is the number of beds, and it's important to keep in mind when determining the number of beds, these need to be beds that are serviceable, that are prepared, they have staff for the day, and they're ready to be used if needed that day, not some that are just kept in storage or just not being planned on used that day. And you need the number of inpatient service days. So to determine the calculation, first thing you want to do is take the number of service days for a neonatal intensive care. It was 292, and you want to multiply it by 100, and that will be divided by the number of beds times the amount of days that you are covering. So I'm doing the month of June, which has 30 days. So I will do 10 beds times that many days, and then that calculation will come up to the service days will be 29,200 will be divided by 300, which will give an occupancy rate of 97.3%. Same in pediatric, I did the same thing. 827 times 100, which is the number of service days. 30 beds times 30 days, 900. Divide the service days by beds, which will end up with 91.8%. Post-critical care, 547 days times 100 divided by 20 beds times 30 days, which will come out to 91.1%. Rehab, 839 days times 100, which will be divided by 30 beds times 30 days, which comes up to 83,900 divided by 900, which gives you 93.2%. Then also you can add up and find the total. So if you add up the total number of beds that I've listed here, gives you a total of 90 beds. Add up the total amount of days, gives you 2,550, and use the same principle. 2,505 times 100 gives you 250,500, and then you add up the number of beds. 90 times 30 days for the month of June. 90 times 30 is 2,700, which gives you, and divide the days, inpatient service days divided by beds will give you 92.7%.